Kewaunee Power Station. The Kewaunee Power Station is a decommissioned nuclear power plant located on a 900 acres 360-ha plot in the town of Carlton, Wisconsin, 27 miles 43 km southeast of Green Bay, Wisconsin in Kewaunee County and south of the city of Kewaunee. KPS was the third nuclear power plant built in Wisconsin and the 44th built in the United States. Due to falling electricity prices resulting from the falling price of natural gas, the plant ceased operation May 7, 2013. History. The plant's original operator was Wisconsin Public Service, and it was owned by Wisconsin Public Service Corporation 59% and Alliant Energy 41%. From 2000 to July 2005, the plant was operated by Nuclear Management Company of Hudson, Wisconsin. The plant is now owned by Dominion Resources of Richmond, Virginia. In 2008, Dominion applied to the Nuclear Regulatory Commission for an extension of its operating license for an additional 20 years. The license was extended until 2033. On April 27, 2006, there was a small water leak at the plant, though no radioactive material was released. On October 22, 2012, Dominion Resources announced they would shut down and decommission the plant in mid-August 2013. Dominion's chairman and CEO said the decision was based purely on economics. Dominion was not able to move forward with our plan to grow our nuclear fleet in the Midwest to take advantage of economies of scale. Lower natural gas costs and resultant lower electricity prices created an electricity market in which the plant could not compete. The plant came offline permanently on May 7, 2013. Plans for decommissioning are uncertain. As a private owner rather than a public utility, Dominion cannot rely on charges imposed on utility customers. There is also the chance that the energy market might improve due to economic or political changes. The disaster-safest DO-RAGE nuclear decommissioning option was selected. During disaster, the defueled plant is monitored for up to 60 years before complete decontamination and dismantling of the site to a condition where nuclear licensing is no longer required. During the storage interval, some of the radioactive contaminants of the reactor and power plant will decay, which will reduce the quantity of radioactive material to be removed during the final decontamination phase. A reduced workforce will move fuel assemblies from the reactor into the spent fuel pool. On July 15, 2017, as part of decommissioning effort, the remaining fuel assemblies were successfully transferred to 24 Magnaster casks. Pool-to-pad work was completed in 23 weeks. The entire used fuel inventory from nearly 4 decades of electricity generation at Kewaunee is represented by the 24 Magnaster systems and 14 legacy Newhomes systems. As of December 2011, the Kewaunee Decommissioning Trust had approximately $517 in funds. Electrical generation historical. Power Station went offline start of decommissioning phase. Description. This plant has one Westinghouse pressurized water reactor. The plant has two 345 kV lines interconnecting it to the grid, with one going to We Energy's North Appleton substation located 15 miles 24 km north of Appleton, Wisconsin, and the other one interconnecting with the Point Beach Nuclear Generating Station located just a short distance away. Two 138 kV lines exit the plant, which go to the Green Bay area 30 miles 48 km away. Surrounding population. The Nuclear Regulatory Commission defines 2 emergency planning zones around nuclear power plants: a plume exposure pathway zone with a radius of 10 miles 16 km, concerned primarily with exposure to and inhalation of airborne radioactive contamination, and an ingestion pathway zone of about 50 miles 80 km, concerned primarily the 2010 U.S. population within 10 miles 16 km of Kewaunee was 10,292, a decrease of 0.9% in a decade, according to an analysis of U.S. Census data for MSNBC.com. The 2010 U.S. population within 50 miles 80 km was 776,954, an increase of 10.1% since 2000. Cities within 50 miles include Green Bay 26 miles to city center. Seismic risk. The Nuclear Regulatory Commission's estimate of the risk each year of an earthquake intense enough to cause core damage to the reactor at Kewaunee was 1 in 83,333, according to an NRC study published in August 2010. Images.